Hey guys, Rob Esposito here, MTFU podcast number 5. This one's called "No One Can Hurt You." I took that title from my little daily reader here, "The Art of Living" by Epictetus. This guy is a Stoic philosopher from ancient Greece. It's a lot of influence on a lot of great people throughout history. So I say daily, but I try and do my best to read a little excerpt from this book every day. I think this screen's getting funky here. There you go. Sorry about that. Anyways, so just a quick little blurb I wanted to share with you guys. I kind of preach this all the time. I do truly believe it. People get offended very easily these days. It sounds like, and it seems like, everywhere you turn, people are getting offended by things, words, actions by others, etc. So this is very fitting in our day and age and our climate to adopt this Stoic philosophy of Epictetus here, and myself included. I do my best to try and live this way. And I'll tell you guys a little story after I read this little excerpt from the book. So here we go. No one can hurt you. People don't have the power to hurt you, even if someone shouts abuse at you or strikes you. If you are insulted, it is always your choice to view what is happening as insulting or not. If someone irritates you, it is only your response that is irritating you. Therefore, when anyone seems to be provoking you, remember that it is only your judgment of the incident that provokes you. Don't let your emotions get ignited by mere appearances. Try not to merely react in the moment. Pull back from the situation, take a wider view, compose yourself. So, that being said, this weekend went to dinner on Friday night, a little late dinner. We sat down, and the gentleman next to us, I made eye contact with him and gave him a nod, like I do most people with that I make eye contact with. And he was a little bit inebriated, and he complimented me on my beard, which is not looking really good right now, but Friday it was looking pretty good because I just got it trimmed on Thursday. And he started saying how he tries to grow a beard and he couldn't do it and blah blah blah. So of course I'm not gonna shut the guy down, and because I clearly wasn't going to dinner with him, so I didn't really want to talk to him. But I gave him the respect as a human being to he's talking to me. I gave him respect, so I listened and whatever, and we kept going on and had some other words and some other chatter, etc. So lo and behold, his name's the same as mine's, Rob. So we hope we have that in common. Nice guy, overall. A little brash. Where I'm from here in Jersey, we're in the central Jersey area, and we get people who come down to the shore from northern Jersey and New York, and sometimes that brash attitude comes out the wrong way. So again, I'm not gonna lump anybody in a category, but that tends to be the kind of people that get a bad rap down here. So it goes on and on. Somehow, some way, we got asking about what I do for a living. To say on CrossFit gyms, and he's like, I fucking hate CrossFit, and gave me all this shit. So I'm not gonna let that like Epictetus said, I'm not gonna react to that. I'm gonna respond. So I had not had any drinks at that point, which is always a good thing. I think that makes your ability to respond and not react much better, especially if you try and live the kind of lifestyle that I do. I don't let people get me riled up. So, and when I say that, I emphasize that I won't let you rile me up or affect me. I say it to the clients here, the Absolute Strength family all the time about I can't offend you. I can't say something to you that'll hurt you. So that's something I truly believe. And try and live my life that way. So, lo and behold, the night kind of dragged on, and we ended up having to have a conversation with this couple that we really didn't plan on having. So it didn't necessarily ruin our dinners, but it didn't, make it a pleasant evening. One thing that was pretty funny was he had offered to buy us the meal, being very generous. And my thought was, well, you kind of ruined my dinner because I wasn't planning on coming here and having a conversation with you, so, rightfully so. Buy us dinner, great. So Kristen kind of gave the waitress the no, we don't have to pay for dinner and everything, but he was still under the impression that he had bought us dinner, so that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I kind of wish he did pay for dinner, because he walked out of there thinking he actually paid for dinner. So he had the satisfaction of paying for dinner without actually paying for dinner. So funny story. I think in my younger years, when in my less mature years, I would have reacted to that situation in a different way. But instead, I used this little excerpt today, and I practiced that, and I applied that for that situation. So, keep in mind, you have the ability to react to something, or the ability to respond, and the reaction is exactly what it is. It's something that it just happens. It's not thought out. It's not something that you're taking an outside looking view. So the one thing is, at the end of this little excerpt here in Epictetus's little thought for the day, is pull back from the situation. So my thought was, in that scenario, if I escalate the situation by ignoring this guy, if I escalate the situation by getting offended by him saying fuck CrossFit and I hate that shit and all that crap, I'm now inviting more reaction from somebody who clearly is not responding. So, doing the noble thing, I don't know if it's noble or not, but doing the thing that's smarter there, being being of that stoic mind and not allowing that person to get under my skin and not making me respond or react to him, was a good thing. So, that wide angle view, that alpha vision, is something that's really important to have. And I say alpha vision not because I like using the word alpha a lot, but your brain works in different ways, and one of the ways that it works, there's different brain waves. So when they test these things, you have a higher awareness. So most people live in what's called beta vision. You kind of live in like tunnel. So say you're texting and your friend's talking to you, and you don't hear a word they're saying because you're fixated on that text. That's like beta vision, right? Your tunnel vision. You're everything else around you, your awareness is completely fixated on one little thing. Whereas alpha vision would have kind of a wide angle lens and view on the scenario. So, my wide angle view for that scenario was thinking about the outside looking in, and how I'm not going to let this get turned up for no reason, right? What other thing? The awareness that comes with the alpha view. There's a picture that I've been meaning to share, and it's basically a battlefield, right? You have the old school Civil War battlefield. You have those old fences that are kind of like leaning up against each other like that. So you have those fences, and you have the soldiers who are lined up behind the fences, right? And you have them with their very fixed perceptive view, which they don't have a very broad view of the battlefield. And then you have the generals on horseback, up on the hill, up on the ridge, and they're able to see the entire field. That's what we have to do in order to, again, take a bigger perspective, a bigger objective view of that scenario in order to make a good decision. And so that needs to be applied in every aspect of your life. So try it today, man. You get into a little bit of an argument or somebody rubs you the wrong way, try to detach yourself from that situation, from your perspective, and take a step back and get that objective view and figure out what's a good way to respond to that scenario. And you're going to find that you're not going to make mistakes as frequently as you would if you were reacting, and you're not going to burn any kind of bridges. So it's always better to take a step back, get objective, and have that view from what would we call it, the 1,000-yard view, or whatever you want to call it. So just remember, no one can hurt you. Epictetus said it, back in the whatever era this gentleman was from. Doesn't say in the book, but I would certainly. Oh, here you go. Circa 55 to 135 CE. He taught in Rome. So very important person here. So take a look at the book. I'm going to read some more stuff from you guys in the future. I hope you get something out of it as much as I do on a regular basis. So today's your Alpha Vision Day. Take a step back, detach, look at the field of battle objectively, not just perceptively. All right, guys. Have a good day.